Hello and welcome. In this quick section, we will be creating environmental particle effects like rain, snow, and leaf falling. So in my Unity editor, you can see that I've created two folders. One is section 1, which contains all the assets that we used in the previous section, and in section 2, I will just place assets that we'll be using in this section. Makes sense. So I will import a new asset. I will first create a snow falling particle, so I will import the snow PNG, and as soon as we import it, be sure to enable alpha is transparent and apply this. This is just a small snowball on a transparent picture. So I'm going to create a new particle system, and I will call this snow falling. Right now it's only white, and it kind of looks like snow, but it doesn't look too good. I will also the rotation of the X set it to 90. Oops. 90. So it's looking down. So now we need to create a material. I'm going to name this snow material. And since we want our material to place our material on the particle, we need to change the shader from the standard to additive. And now we can place our texture onto here. Now if we go to snow falling, and under material, just drag our material and drop it, we can now see that we have these little snow thingies. It looks better than earlier. So now this isn't really how snow falls, so we have to change the shape. Right now it's set to cone. We could increase the range of the cone, but still this isn't how snow behaves. What I think would be a good solution is if we went with box and just increase the box X to 50 maybe, and box Y also to 50. This is kind of a better representation of how snow works, how snow falls in real life. But we don't have many snow particles, so I'm going to increase the emission rate from 10 to maybe 100. This looks much better. But we also have max particles here, which is 1000. So whenever we hit 1000 particles, some will be deleted, so new can be created. We can increase this number maybe like 50,000, and then set the duration to be longer, maybe 10 seconds. Also, we should enable gravity. And now you can see the snow is falling through our ground here. We don't want that, so we're going to enable collision and set the collision to be world, so it collides with everything. And now snow is bouncing off the plane. That's because bounce is set to 1, so let's set it to 0. And now you can see we have this nice snow falling effect, and it's hitting the ground and staying there. We can change the speed to maybe 0.5 if you want kind of a relaxing mood. Also, another thing to mention under collision here, you can have it to collide with everything, or you can set layers that you want to collide. For example, I can set the cube here to be a maybe one of these layers, and then have the snow only to collide with that layer. This is useful. Maybe you don't want snow to collide with some objects like the player or something, so the engine doesn't need to do too many calculations. Now that we have the snow falling effect, I will just drag it down into the scene, so we create a prefab out of it, and then delete this from the scene. Thank you for watching. That will be it for this lecture, and see you in the next lecture.